Hi guys, welcome to Malkia's Boudoir podcast where we lay everything on the table. So, my name is Wanja, my co-hosts Sharon and Marianne. So today we are going to speak about friendship, everything to do with friendship, including boundaries, red flags. I know when you hear about red flags, unafikiria tu about relationship. No, even friendship has red flags. In as much as peer relationship has breakup, even there's also friendship breakups. Yes.
I think they're the worst. Yeah. You can never compare breaking up from a friend to that one of a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It's so painful.
True.
So painful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, who wants to go first? Boundaries, Marianne.
Okay. So, friendships. I mean, already as it is, it's very hard to make friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because now you're just looking at someone's qualities. Do you align and stuff like that? But then again, now when they start doing dodgy stuff, that's when you're like, hey, maybe I should take a step back. So for myself, I would say a red flag. When someone says, I'm saying it as it is. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nakwambia ukweli venye iko. And then they are so mean with it. Like, you can be honest, yes, but you don't need to be mean about it. You get? Yeah, so you can, like, someone can, for example, point out the things, like, you can't change about yourself. Someone can decide they want to point out your weight. So what am I going to do about my weight? Yeah? I remember way back, a friend commented, and it was such an out of place comment, because I'm wondering, as a friend, why would you be thinking about sex life? Yeah. So she was like, I'm wondering how you look like when you're having sex with this weight. I'm like, what is this? And yet they'll be like, I'm just saying it as it is. You get? They'll throw their hands back and they're like, I'm saying it as it is. But that's such an out of place comment. Like, why are you making such a comment?
I feel like, first of all, that person is just projecting.
Of
Their
course.
insecurities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the other person.
Mm-hmm.
And then those backhanded comments, I mean.
Thank you.
Okay, to echo what Marianne was saying, these people normally when they make such comments wanakwambianga kwani hujui jokes.
Oh Lord, please, you're not
Kwani
a
hujui
comedian.
jokes.
You're not a comedian.
Yeah, you're not a comedian.
Don't
And
start.
you're not my friend.
So Sharon, there you said, like, people will give very backhanded comments. Like, what? First of all, why are you commenting about someone's weight? Why are you thinking about them in a sexual way? Do you wanna have sex with them? Like, I don't understand where that is coming from. You get? Like, so you've pointed that out. Now, how is it going to help me? You get? And it wasn't even a comment directed to me. It was a comment directed to a friend. I was just like, this is so absurd. Like, where are you coming from
You're
with this?
next in line.
Of course, I was next in line, but I was so quick to cut them off. Like, I won't be confrontational with you, but I just take a step back. I'm like, Of course, that was not the only thing that made me take a step back, but just like several very mean girl comments. It's just like, I don't need this in my space.
Of course, someone that says something like that about your friend is someone that can say anything behind your back. Sazile hauyuko hapo.
So for me, I think that's a red flag, and that's a point enough for me to take a step back when you're making very mean comments, in feigning it as we are friends, so you should be able to understand, or I'm just joking. You're not a comedian. Please, no one has paid you for a stand-up comedy session. Don't give me like very mean comments talking about you. You're just making jokes or stuff like that. So for me, I think that's like, you make mean comments to my friends, to me, I'll take a step back. I can't.
So let me ask you guys, what is your view like on, you have a friend, let's say you're seeing someone and you have friends with this person through you, then maybe you guys break up with this person. So do they also have to break up with this person?
I don't think so.
I haven't. contrary
I think I'm kinda
opinion.
petty.
Yeah, you have to break up
We
with
are all
them as
breaking
well.
up with
Yeah.
him.
If I break up with my boyfriend and you're friends with him,
What are you?
now you have to break up with him. Like, you have to take a side.
Yeah.
No offense.
Really?
Yes, you have
Yes.
to take a side.
Okay, let me ask you. If I break up with you as my friend, do you expect me to stop talking to Kisera?
That's different.
That's different.
Oh, you're talking about a man.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're talking about
Oh, okay.
That's very different.
That's very different.
Yeah, I don't wanna breathe the same air with that man. I don't wanna look at him. I don't even want to know he exists. So why are you talking to him?
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
But also, you guys don't get it.
What?
Friendship breakup is also the same as relationship breakup.
So
Inauma kama venye hiyo ingine inauma. So if you don't, kama expect mimi niongee na wewe, so zile nimekosana na the other person, mbona kwa relationship ikuwe different?
no. Okay, when you break up with a guy, it's very trippy. It's very trippy because when you see them, it's like maybe I want to get back with him.
Say what?
So I don't wanna see him. I don't wanna know he exists. I don't wanna know he breathes air. So you see, when you're interacting with him, if you're in the same circle, so for example, you go to an event and you've invited him and you've invited me as well. So are you really considering my?
I feel the same when it comes to relationship and friendship. Kama nimekosana na wewe as my friend and you are my very close friend, that means ninaumwa. Hata nikikuona ninaumwa. It's the same. It
No,
is.
the same. Because let me use an example that you told me today.
Allah.
So this
So
chick over here,
Yeah.
chick over here, just said she cannot be in the same space as my man when I am not around. So how are you even friends with him and us guys are broken up?
No, okay, my comment was,
Yeah.
I can't be comfortable around her husband. Reason being, huyo ni husband yake. Mbona nikue
That is also
around,
my boyfriend.
mbona nikue around husband yake kama hayuko around? Does it really make sense? Why?
Okay, unless okay. Actually, it's the opposite. Unless he's invited me and he's not invited you, that's very dodgy. You get? But
what?
exactly. But for example, we just end up we meet at an event. Now will I run from
No.
it because Sharon is not around?
No.
Or maybe you've come to my place,
Yeah.
and I need to go get something.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
you will be following me everywhere because you don't
Okay,
want to be with
that's
me.
okay. The only problem I have
Yeah.
is that I can't come to your house when your husband is around and you're not around. That's being disrespectful, in my opinion. You know, kila mtu ako na opinion yake. Mimi siwezi. Give me your opinion because clearly my opinion is different from yours.
Me, my opinion is that when I break up with a boy, if today, God forbid, I was to divorce Elvis and you guys are good, are friends, of course through me, why are you still friends?
What are you talking
What
about?
are you talking about?
Yeah.
You have to choose me.
Yeah. I agree.
You choose me first. Will you choose me?
Of course.
So guys, like, what's your opinion when someone breaks up with their significant other, whether it's a boyfriend or a husband? Will you choose to still be in the lives of that significant other, or do you also break up with them by default? Tell us in the comment section, please.
Okay, another red flag that I can mention is maybe when I call you, you are my friend, I'm going through something, nikupige nikwambie, hi Marian, aki kuna venye nina feel, but before I even tell you, ushaanza kuniambia mashida zako, or when I tell you my problems, una feel like your problems are more sensitive and carry more weight than my problems. Does that make sense?
100%
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's a red flag to me. Because sometimes nina feel, nikikucall, I want to talk to you ndo ni feel better, but wewe you don't, au nipei hiyo chance ya kukuambia, unaanza kunibombard na your issues and you don't want to listen to me. Clearly that's a red flag.
Also, to add on what you're saying, Wanja, these friends whereby they can't read in between the lines, where you just know I just want to rant. I don't need your advice. Let me just rant.
Yeah.
And then we will move on. And there are times I'll come and ask you, now Marianne, what do I do?
Yeah.
So be keen to listen.
Yeah.
What does your friend need? It's not like it's not like you're weighing down on the person, but you need to be keen to listen on what does your friend need.
Yeah.
Si ati kila time wewe unakimbia tu na advices, unakimbia tu na advices.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone just needs to rant and that's it.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to give a listening ear. Mi nisikie ukimaliza, cause there's some people when you wakiongea and they let it out, they get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. You haven't told us your red flag, Sharon.
So my red flag is
Yeah.
it's so hard for me to let people in, and just the tiny little things. You might not be doing it to me, but if I see you do to someone else, it will just be it for me. So maybe you're sitting with someone who has a friend, you know this person is their friend, but they're there back, or maybe something their friend told you in secret, told them in secret. They are there telling you, oh, Nani told me this and this and this and this and this and this. That's a no for me. You don't talk about your friends. If someone tells you their secret, keep it.
Yeah. True.
Keep it. It is just be there for them. Don't be spreading things about them.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so it's so hard for me to let people in. But once I get I have very few friends.
Yeah.
But once I get hold of you, it's so hard for me to let you go.
Yeah.
Even if we fight and fight and fight,
We are in this forever.
we are in this together.
I think I'll
This
echo
is like a
that.
marriage.
I think I had a friend like that. You'd tell her something, but her she wasn't like gossiping. So for example, I would tell her something about myself, yeah? And then when a third party comes in, she's like, oh, you know Marianne Ali. Bro, nilikwambia hiki tu in secret. Missy that I haven't revealed this information to this person.
Yeah.
For many reasons. Could be I don't want to reveal it. Could be time
trusted you.
Yes, could be it's not time yet for me to reveal this information. Marianne, unakumbuka venye tulikuwa uni kuna siku tulienda tukaparty, sijui tukafanya nini. Why are you telling them that?
Yeah.
You get? Why are you telling them that?
Yeah.
And it's not just to other, like it might be to maybe a guy that you're eyeing. You get? Maybe a friend. I'm not comfortable telling them that, so don't tell them as well. It's my information to give out. Don't give it out.
We could even be in a group setup like this.
Yeah.
There are some things I'd tell Wanja.
Exactly.
And maybe I do not want to
Disclose them
to you.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate you or something. It's just that I want it for Wanja and for Wanja to keep it.
Yeah.
So it would be so sad for me to come hear it from you.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to just stick with her.
Yeah.
At least she should let me be the one to tell you that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so another red flag is a friend that maybe I tell them my achievement, but instead of congratulating me, they are wanaka 50-50, unaona tu in their faces, it's like they're not happy. I want you to clap for me so that when your turn comes, I can also clap for you. But you know, there are some friends when you ukimwambia, manze, I got a new job, I got a boyfriend, I'm getting married, atakuwa na ish kwa sababu maybe haijafika mapema. It's not their time. Kuna watu tu wana feeling, no, you don't deserve this. I'm the one who deserves this. Na nikifeel your negative energy, that's a red flag. I'll cut you off like no one's business.
They're like, hey, are you sure about this guy?
Hey.
That job, you sure those people are not scammers?
Yeah.
And then there are also these friends whereby you just notice. Okay, so me when I have friends, I'm thinking these are people that I tell my everything.
Yeah.
So that in case something happens, it is not new to them.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had friends who unasikia tu, oh, tomorrow I am starting a new job.
Oh Lord.
Or tomorrow, I met this guy and my show is on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like you've gone
It's
through.
like you're
Yeah.
their friend, but them they are not your
Your
friends.
friends.
Exactly.
But then it happens. Unaweza pata, I am your friend, but you're not my friend. So I will not involve you in anything. Mi na involve others. I thought you were my friend, but kumbe hata uniambii vitu. Mi nasikia you got married. Sijui.
got
You
a
had
baby.
a kid. Where? Adulting and friendship is something else.
Like 9 whole months.
Imagine, without telling me. And you're my friend. I consider you as my friend. Where?
The thing is about that, sometimes life gets so overwhelming. No offense, life just happens. Unashtukia kitu imehappen. And I know Sharon is giving me a side eye, but sometimes life just happens.
Wow.
And you just...
And now tomorrow you're finding yourself in the UK.
Yeah.
Thing is, here's the thing, yeah? And that's why when people tell me, oh, I was like, vitu zili happen, as long as you come and tell me and I don't hear it from someone, I think I'll take it.
But you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
Hizi vitu zote, we hear them from other people.
Unless I hear
Yeah.
it from someone, unless I hear, guy, unajua Wanja alipata mtoto, and it's someone
even
else
if I
telling
hear
me.
it from you
Yeah.
after you've had that baby,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the time where,
I have a question, yeah?
because if you don't, that means you don't feel you're safe with your things are not safe with me.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. I have a question, yeah? So, for example, you don't work at the same place as you. Let's take out this scenario where you're working in the same place and you're seeing each other every day. You get?
Yeah.
Let's assume someone works somewhere else, yeah? And, for example, they've left their job. And they didn't tell you. And they tell you a month later, unajua hata niliacha ile job. Would you take offense to that?
No, that's okay.
You see, it's because you're not in the same setting. You see, like there's perspective. And sasa, for example, upate mtu they got pregnant, yeah? And maybe it was not even planned.
But I'm your friend.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
Your
not
mother
your
can...
acquaintance.
Your
I'm
mother...
your friend.
That's
Thank
the
you.
thing.
Thank you, Sharon.
Your mother can be like, I'm your mother. You should have told me. Kuna watu, they carry their whole pregnancy. They tell their parents when they're almost giving birth. It's because they're not psychologically ready for it. I know you're like my spouse. I know you're like my soulmate. But sometimes life is just, the ball just keeps on rolling. You're trying to make sense of everything. You even forget to, not even forget, you don't know how to tell people. You yourself, you've not processed, kizungu imenipotea. Uja process your information. So how are you going to process it with someone else? You see? Like there are some things, I don't know how to process them myself. Like I'll tell you years later, I'll be like, dang, it really happened 5 years ago. Today I was speaking to one of my best friends, yeah? I was like, I'm going to see someone and I feel like I'm going to cry when I see them, yeah? She's like, but why are you crying? And I told them, it's just how I process things. I cry like very regularly. She was like, I didn't know that about you. And I consider her my best friend. Now, would she take offense to the fact that I cry on a regular basis, like almost on a weekly basis? I told her, may even wail sometimes in the house when I'm alone, yeah? Yeah! And she can't take offense. She's just learned something about me. Now she'll be like, oh, great, now I've learned that you usually cry on a regular basis.
But she's learning your characteristic. She is not learning that you
about a life event.
landed a job in
in UK.
London, and now you're there for 3 months, and then
Yeah.
she's been calling your phone, and your phone is not.
But she'll
going
take
through.
offense. I tell her everything. I tell her the guy that I saw today. I tell her the very exact words I told that guy. I tell her if I had sex with that guy. I tell her everything.
You see?
You see? That's your friend.
But I haven't told her I cry on a regular basis. A week can't go by if I haven't cried. But I won't text her and tell her, Ingasiani, today I cried.
You don't have to tell her everything.
Tell her that.
But
But
you
the
said
important-
I don't have
the
to tell her
important
that.
things,
Yeah.
because me, I feel like if something new happens, I'm just like, Wanja, hey.
Wacha nikwambie.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Nitaona Wanja sangapi
So that I
nimwambie
can
hii.
tell them
Yeah.
this, yeah.
So if it's not like that with you, then me, there's
You are not
nothing
my
I can do
soulmate.
with you.
True.
Wow.
So, okay, this topic about friendship, it's very wide. So we have red flags, we have boundaries. Kila mtu ako na boundaries zake za kujua, if you cross this line, you are not my friend.
Wait, before you wrap up, do you feel like a friend can be a soulmate?
Yes.
I feel that way too. Okay, you can wrap it up. You can wrap it up.
Point imepotea.
You can wrap it up. Thank you. I just wanted to confirm that a friend can be a soulmate.
Of course.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so why I've asked you, yeah? So, I have guys in my life, yeah? But their friends, I tell them when I breathe. When I go to the washroom, I tell them, nimeenda washroom. You get, like, today I tell them, niko shoot. Like, I update them, and you're not even together, but I update them on my life events, and they've been in your life for years. Sometimes I'm just like, I feel like this is my soulmate.
Leave alone that one.
Yeah.
You'd be seated across each other. You're not talking.
Yeah.
But something happens and
like-
you're in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel friends can be soulmates, and that's something that you should keep in mind. Sometimes you're like, oh, I need a man, I need a soulmate, but you have your soulmate right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean that sisi ni watu wa LGBTQ.
Wow, thank you for the clarification.
Hakuna story ya love is love. Okay, so
Love is hard to find, my dear.
I know it is hard.
embrace
It is very hard to find love, but when you find it,
regardless of whether
embrace it.
Yeah.
So, you know, this topic of friendship is very wide. There are boundaries. We also you need to know when to cut your friends off. Saa zile amekufika mwisho, you don't have to keep that friend.
Yeah.
You just let go. Also, kuna seasons of life. Maybe get married, utaki friends wenye ni single. Unaachana tu na sisi wenye tuko single. It's all dependent. Unaona, it's all dependent on you. Seasons zako za life umefeel no. No.
You'll get married and cut me off.
No.
Because I'm not married.
Some people they do cut you off. But
why? Because you're married.
Those are not your friends. So that's why nasema ukipata mseka huyo mwenye amekucut off juu maybe amepata mtu. Achana tu na yeye. Well and good. Wewe jibambe. Unaona? Because kuna mtu ana feel like I've had friends wenye wako na watoi. So zile unatry kumwelezea your problem anakwambia you know you can't understand. You don't have a kid. Unajua venye hiyo kitu inauma. Sai mjue hiyo kitu inauma. Okay, so kindly watch out on those friends wenye wako na red flags. Know when to cut them off. Na when to keep a good friend. Na know who to tell a secret and who not to tell a secret. Okay, and also know the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. Yes. Thank you.
Remember to like, subscribe.
Okay, so guys, remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.